Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence and welcome back to another video. Today, of course, I am joined by my good friend Carlos.
How are you, everyone?
You may be watching this video on both of our channels because it will be a dual upload, but in today's video, we are super excited because we are going to be revealing the name of our fragrance, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before we get into the reveal of the name of our fragrance, of course, in the previous video, which I'm going to leave a card for up here and also a link down below, you learned that the name of our brand is Redbrook Parfums, of course, borrowing influence from both of our channels. Carlos will explain it in a little better detail later on. I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, if you like fragrance reviews, top 10s, giveaways, if you want to be kept abreast of announcements regarding the brand and videos just like this, please do consider supporting our channels by subscribing to them. All you have to do is click on that red button in the corner, and of course, make sure to enable notifications by clicking on the bell icon. So, yesterday we published our initial video where we kind of revealed Redbrook Parfums, and we told the world what that fragrance company is about and where we came up with the name and what it's supposed to embody and exemplify and symbolize. And that was a really special video for us because this has been a very long time in the making, hasn't it?
It has, for sure. I think before we proceed on this video, we should explain to those who may not have seen the first video.
Of course.
Because you'll leave the card, but if they're first watching now, Steven and I want to do a perfume company. What are we going to name this company? BFL? Redolessence? No. Carlos and Steven Parfum? No. Wait. So, Redolessence and Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Aha! Redbrook Parfum. Thus, Redbrook Parfum was born.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's a combination of the names of both of our channels. So, Red from Redolessence, Brook from Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, and Red Brook kind of sounds like a place. And that's kind of what perfumes do for us. You know, it's a form of escapism. We spray it on, it lifts our mood, it alters our thinking temporarily, it suspends reality, but ultimately it puts us in a better place. And that's really what we aim to do with this fragrance, and maybe more down the line, but of course, one step at a time. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. And so we want to make sure that for this initial fragrance, for which we do have the name, that we come up with something really special, something that you at home are going to purchase, fall in love with, feel like you absolutely need to have it in your collection. And we are working really hard, as we have been for the past 2 years, to really bring this together. And I think it's safe to say that this fragrance is inspired by our friendship of many, many years, right?
So, tight friendship right here. You guys know that already. Nothing to elaborate there. You guys already know what's up with that. But two completely different people. He's a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I'm a carnivore. He's a vegan. So many different aspects about us that are like polar opposite. But that love of perfume, that love of what perfumes do for our moods, for everything, that's our common bond. And we've done a lot of collaborating together, over 300 videos combined over both of our channels. We have that common bond of so much traveling that we had to do to get to each other's houses. I'm in Brooklyn, he's in Jersey, 20-something miles apart. Several means of transportation, an Uber, Path, the MTA, and we did it religiously for years. 1 week my house, 1 week his house, and 2 hours there, 2 hours back. And so within the story of our Redbrook Parfum and in our packaging, you're going to see some homage to things that you'll see within the transportation systems. So you'll see some stuff relating to the traveling that we have to do back and forth.
And I think it also goes without saying that, is somebody really willing to travel for 4 hours at least once a week just to meet up, talk about fragrances, shoot fragrance reviews? And a lot of these fragrance reviews were very spontaneous. A lot of them were planned. But, you know, we really consider this friendship as something where, you know, as much as we are opposites in many ways, fragrance is the one thing that really unites us. And so it's not only about the olfactory connection, but it's also about the physical connection as well. And so we really wanted the name to be representative of that. And we wanted the name to symbolize that sort of traveling and the connection that we have in order for us to make these frequent collaborations take place.
And this whole project has been a labor of love, for sure, without a doubt. his wife was at one of our meetings, and she was kind of chiming in the most professional way. You know, if you know his wife, she's not shy. She says what she has to say, and it was a lot of fun. The company that we're working with, the perfumer is a well-established perfumer. We'll get to that in the next video. They know our work, as do all of you guys, and they were so thrilled to make this happen and so thrilled to do this for us. No, it's not like an independent perfumer. This is somebody who's done major releases. Liz Claiborne, again, we'll reveal the name next one, but he's done a lot of famous and big, huge releases out there. And each one of the people involved, whether it was Frederick, you don't know, there's a lot of Fredericks in the world. They can't tell from that name, right?
Could be anybody.
Right, exactly. So, or maybe I just made that name up. Even better. And there was a lot of communication, a lot of meeting. Unfortunately, during the COVID, we couldn't do those meetings that we did in the first 2 years, because this has been a 2-year progress in the making. We had to do Zoom meetings. And at our last one, we already had trademark Redbrook Parfums. We're clear on that. We were close to the juices that we wanted to use after giving them our briefs, which I don't know if I said in my last video, but I think I should say here. The first 3 things out of our mouth before anything, it should be modern. It should have like beastly performance, sillage, and longevity. And it should not be derivative of anything. So yeah, they did stick to those 3 important things that we specified were important to us, and they came up with quite a few mods. At the end of the day, they listened to our briefs, and we came close to a juice. We're almost there, but we didn't have a name.
That's right.
We didn't have a name. The bottles are in the factory already. They're here in the States. Our last meeting, we had to come up with a name. Coming up with a name is not so easy, because you could easily be cut off of your project if you have something that someone's already using. We're throwing names back and forth, as we always do, always ping-ponging off of each other's opinions and ideas. This guy says, what about Underground Edition? That's it. That's it. That's the name. Everyone said, that is it. I love it. We looked it up. It's ours. Redbrook Parfums Underground Edition.
And it's one of these names that had not been taken, so we were really impressed. And what I love about it is that given all of the aspects of the presentation and all of the tributes that we have to that physical connection and being able to travel to each other's house and to make these collaborations happen, there is a duality of meaning with the word underground. And so underground could mean, literally underground, like we do, travel to one another's house using the transportation system for 2 hours each way. But it can also mean something that is lesser known, something that is not mass marketed, something that is not as well known and commercial. And we feel as though because of the small batch of production of this fragrance, there's only going to be 1,000 bottles produced of this fragrance. Initially, of course, until it does well, which hopefully it does. And we thank you for the outpouring of love and support that you have given us on our original video. But we did want to do initially just 1,000 bottles to ensure that there is a high level of personalization, because we certainly don't want anybody to feel left out, and we want to make this a really special experience for everybody who does choose to support this project and also subsequently support our channels in the process. And so I know a lot of people have found or discovered our channels just this year, which is amazing. Some of us have been watching us for many, many years. If you are one of those subscribers, thank you as well. We really appreciate everybody who has even watched a single minute of our videos, because it's a lot of work to do what we do. You buy the fragrance, you have to spend time with it, you have to review it, you have to edit the video, you have to optimize the metadata, you have to cross promote, you have to do so many steps in order to finally bring it to hitting that publish button. And I think a lot of people don't realize the amount of time, money, sacrifice, and time in general that it takes for us to make these reviews and collaborations happen. And so, you assisting us in this way is something that I cannot thank you enough for. And I know Carlos was mentioning some of the non-negotiables when it comes to the fragrance. He was talking about the smell. He was talking about it not smelling derivative of anything. He was talking about the high quality of raw materials. Another thing that we also kept in mind is the price. We want the price to be very, very affordable, considering the size of the bottle that you're going to be getting, the concentration and the quality of the raw materials, in addition to the elaborateness of the presentation. And we think you're going to be impressed.
We both could not have gotten where we've gotten to in our careers. His is much longer than mine, 3 years plus. He's like 8, 9, I'm about 5 years. Without you guys. And in order to be successful, you can't just, oh, I'm the best, I'm the most experienced, I'm this, I'm that, I know, they'll just eat up anything. No, we have to take what we hear you've said in the comments section throughout the years, whether it's quality, whether it's something that's too expensive. Most of our audience, I think, or a huge chunk of it anyway, are just, regular guys, working class gentlemen, and I think that's kind of the charm of my channel anyway. I don't claim to be bougie. I keep it real,
Of course.
I'm just one of the guys who happens to be a frag freak like the rest of you guys, and we can't always buy $500 fragrances, $200 fragrances, even $175, $190. I won't reveal the price, because we have to keep a little mystery and excitement and anticipation in all of this. But I can assure you that when we announce the price point that it's going to be, you're going to be very happy. Most of you will be very happy, so you already know what that means. But as far as the product itself, it's not lacking in quality or anything else. The packaging is not flimsy in any way. It's not a matter of just, okay, I'm going to put out a fragrance, poof, everybody here. No, there has to be strategic thoughts behind it all. And the strategy that we wanted to direct was for you, our subscribers and loyal followers for all these years. And we hope that we succeeded. I think we did, but don't want to ever be conceited. Got to keep it humble. So I'm pretty sure most of y'all will be very happy.
Very well put, of course. And I think that pretty much sums it up. We want to thank you once again so much for your viewership, for your support throughout these many years, or for however long you've been subscribed to us. Thank you so much. Thank you for being interested in this project and wanting to learn more about it. We really can't thank you enough for all of the support that we have received for as long as you've been checking us out. If you are interested in learning more about this brand and announcements in future videos, please do consider supporting both of our channels by clicking on that red subscribe button in the corner. And of course, make sure to enable notifications by clicking on the bell. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys later. Take care.